Hello everybody, welcome to my video series where I'm attempting to turn a $1,000 balance into over $400,000 in a matter of 6 to 8 years. And this is all done on complete autopilot using my Forex trading algorithms, so hopefully you can follow along with me in this journey. I've now survived over 17 months of public trading in the Forex market. So you can see here my Ranger and comeback kit algorithms have been running on autopilot since July 2nd of 2020. I started with an initial balance of $1,200 back on July 2nd, and it's been running very well with a total balance now of $5,523. So that's a 450% increase since the account started. I'm combining trading profits with investing. So I'm including a $200 extra deposit every single month to help compound the account and grow wealth at a faster pace. This is a good idea if you have a reliable, consistent strategy like the Ranger or comeback kid. And you know, I should talk about the 78% drawdown. So this is the drawdown, and it's basically the elephant in the room. I need to talk about it at every single video for the newcomers that are watching this video series. 78% drawdown is just way too high. I hit high drawdown back in May of 2021 with the Aussie Canadian dollar with the Ranger. And I have since improved the strategy to decrease the drawdown and hopefully, give better performance in the future. Since the drawdown happened, you can see that the account has been running very well since June 8th of 2021 with only a 4.78% drawdown with a 23% profit on the account balance. So you can see that's really good results. We're starting into a 7th month of profit so far, so looking really good with the improvements to the Ranger and also the newcomer, the comeback kid manager EA as well. So let's get started into showing you what kind of profit we're looking at, the trades that were taken, and get into the details. So the Ranger and comeback kit are algorithms that I custom built with my developer to trade on 9 different currency pairs. So I'm excluding gold for now on this account because the balance is too small to use gold. So I can't trade gold until I hit a balance of $10,000 on Trader's Way because Trader's Way has a minimum lot size of 0.1 for gold. And so until my balance is a bit higher, I'm going to be excluding this pair. All right, so now I'm going to be talking about the Ranger. The Ranger trades on the Aussie Canadian dollar and the pound Canadian dollar. I'm going to briefly go over the trades that were taken since my last update. So this will be trades pretty much for the month of November. All right, so you can see here that if I scroll back, you can see the profit of the trades that are closed out. So this is a basket of 6 trades right here. So this is a basket of 6 trades. And you're probably thinking that, like, whoa, this is kind of a big basket of trades. How did this come out in a profit? This is a $24 profit. This might be a little bit small for you to see on the camera, but this is a $24 profit from when all trades closed out for realized profit after they closed out together at the same time. So how you read this indicator here is the 3 top orders are red. These red lines are showing that these 3 top orders were in loss, and the 3 bottom orders, since they're green lines, are in profit. So there's a slight martingale on the Aussie Canadian dollar pair with the Ranger. So this is how we came out with a $24 profit on that basket by itself. All right, so that is pretty nice there. We also had a profit here of just one single trade of $12.12. Which was nice, and single trades are great. It means that there's basically no drawdown. And this right here was a 3 trade basket and came out with $12 there. So we're looking at about a 30 or so pip gain on most orders, which transfers out to be about $11 to $12 per basket. All right, so in this case, we came out with 3 trades. 1 trade was in loss, the other 2 were in profit, came out with just about $12 there. A single trade right here. And then we had a 5 trade basket. So I want to talk about the drawdown within a 5 trade basket with the risk management that I'm using. So 5 trades isn't much more than a 1 to 1.5% drawdown at its worst. So when we have 5 orders that go into the market, the drawdown is only 1 to 1.5%. You can even see that taking place right here with the current basket of 5 trades that are running on the Aussie Canadian dollar. So the drawdown you can see right here at 1.68%. So it's not really heavy. So this is basket trading or grid trading. You have to be really careful with how you calculate your risk, because if you do too much, you're going to get stopped out, you're going to have too much drawdown. It has to be calculated, and the best way to do this is to back test whatever strategy that you're using. So the Aussie Canadian dollar looks pretty good. You can see all of the profit over the last month has been really good. Lots of closed baskets, and currently just in a basket of 5 trades, and we'll probably have to wait until next week for this to close out. So the reason why that we're hitting some drawdown is because the Aussie Canadian dollar, or the Canadian dollar, had some really positive numbers. And you can see right here the numbers for the Canadian dollar that released today. For the unemployment rate. So it was really quite good. It was well above expectation, and all the other numbers were pretty good as well for the Canadian dollar. So I'm expecting for the Canadian dollar buying to continue through next week, and maybe we'll have a bit of a pullback. We've had a nice candle right here at the very end, showing some potential for a bounce up. So this is a bullish engulfing candle, and then we could get a bounce at the end of the session today, which is only about 2 hours left, 2 to 3 hours. So I'm not expecting much, but it could bleed into next week. We'll just have to see how things pan out, and if the Canadian CAD buying continues. All right, so this is the pound Canadian dollar, and you can see the results for the month of November as well. So the first trade was taken as pretty active. So the pound Canadian dollar has been active. This has been going since so November 2nd. Looks like we actually had some trades on November 1st. So a 3-trade basket here of $5 was closed out. Now the pound Canadian dollar doesn't use martingale. This is just grid trading on this pair, and I decided not to use martingale because it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to do martingale on the pound Canadian dollar, especially when running back tests of 10 plus years. So there's a 2-trade basket here, right around $5 for this pair. Single trade here, really nice, right before the fall on the right before the dip that happened. So we were able to take profit on that. 2-trade basket there, 2-trade basket here, and then we had a 6-trade basket. So this is a little bit larger of one, but the pound Canadian dollar, the baskets can go up to as much as 20 or 30 trades at its worst when running back test over the last 20 or so years on this pair. I think the longest back test I can run is about 14 years with 99% modeling quality data from Dukascopy. And you can see that this is a 6-trade basket. So we're looking at probably a drawdown of about 1%, maybe less than that, as 0.75%. Was able to close out for a realized gain of $1.69. So $1.70 profit on this account. Not huge, right? But the idea is if we're in a drawdown here, we want to get out of this trade as soon as possible. So even with a small profit or break even, I'm okay with that. Move on to better opportunities, because right after that, a 3-basket trade came in and I was able to come out with $5 on that one. So $5 there, $5 on these 2 single trade here, 2 trades here, and was able to find the peak right up here, right before the push down. The algorithm was able to find that big move. So it's good that it didn't hit the big move all the way in this whole area up here. I was able to find little snippets of price to basically snipe and get out, in and out, and without a lot of excess trades coming into the market. So 2 baskets here, another two trades, and those all closed in profit, since the green lines are showing there. And then another, this was a 7-trade basket on this one. Actually 8 trades. So 8 trades here. This was probably about 2% drawdown total on the account balance. And so not too bad, but closed out for $11 profit on this one. So really quite good. And sometimes the more trades that we have in the market, we can have some positive slippage, we can have some negative slippage. In this case, it looked like I probably had a little bit of positive slippage, so that's really awesome. I was able to come out with a bit of extra gain on that. All right, so that's the last profit that I've had on this account since November 29th. All right, so that's the Ranger. So let's go briefly over the Comeback Kid. So the Comeback Kid, this is a template for the MetaTrader 4 version. You can get this through our Discord group after purchasing the Comeback Kid. And this is showing you the trades on here as well. So this is since November, let's see if we can, November 1st. So there was no trades on this account in the beginning part of November. The Comeback Kid takes less trades than the Ranger, and because the Ranger is looking for range-bound trades within the market. So it can counter-trend trade, and it can also trend trade. The Comeback Kid looks for trend trading, so waits for a really strong trend, and it takes those positions with the trend on the pullback. So the trend is strong here, so it went down. We had a pullback in this area, and then the Comeback Kid entered his first position on that pullback, looking for a continuation down. The continuation did happen, but we had to take a few more trades before that continuation did take place. So we got a little bit of a reaction here, but it jumped back up, entered a few more trades, and these top 3 trades came out into profit. We have a slight martingale risk management on this one, where we're increasing every 2 orders. So we're increasing lot size ever so slightly every couple of orders to help with the risk management and to get out of a potential trade basket faster. Again, we have to be really calculated with how we use martingale because it can be a very dangerous technique, and most people tend to misuse it. And so I've done a lot of testing with martingale risk management to see how it can benefit my strategies over the long term with my back tests of 10 to 20 years on some of the pairs that I've been running. All right, so that was a nice basket there of trades here. And this one was on a pullback, so the comeback kid was looking for a continuation down there. It didn't get it. It went back up. It tried again and almost hit its profit right here. I was really close to hitting its 30-pip profit. Shot back up, and we had to wait for the next pullback to take place. So what's cool about this is that you can see the 3 entries. So you can see the arrow that's notifying you of the entry point. There was another entry point here, second entry point, and like I said, almost took profit there. We had a couple of other grid order entries based on support and resistance that the algorithm looks for. And then we had 2 other really good trade opportunities. So we had, based on candle formations, potential continuation of price on right there with these rejection candles. So we're also using an oscillator to help filter out trades. And in this case, it did go up a little bit further and then finally fell back down. We ended up coming out with $6.58 of profit on that basket of trades. Okay, so that was the biggest basket on the Euro-US dollar. It wasn't too much drawdown. We're looking at probably about 2% drawdown on this trade basket, which, you know, if you're looking at the actual pip amount from the lowest order to the highest part of price, it was about 100 pips. Okay, so we had 2 other trades right here that were closed out for a realized profit. Not too much profit, about almost $5.50 profit on a $5,000 account. So about 0.1%. So no trades since that time on the Euro-US dollar. All right, so I'm going to briefly go over these since I don't want this video to run too long. And so you can see that, let's zoom in just a little bit, 2 trade basket here on the pound to US dollar, 3 trade basket here, 3 trade basket here, 1 trade there, and another single trade there. And now we haven't had anything since November 25th on the pound US dollar. All right, so on this one here, the US dollar Swiss franc, so nothing in the beginning part of November. The first trade was taken on November 18th, and this was with the uptrend. So we're looking on the upside of the US dollar strength. And you can see the first trade was taken with the arrow right here with a possible continuation, fell back down, and then we had a couple more entries, and then the continuation did happen. So that's what the comeback kid looks for. It looks for continuations with the trend, and if we don't get them right from the start, it tries again for that bigger overall picture of where the trend is going. And the reason why it's able to do this is because we have 2 trend filters that we're using on higher time frames to help show us where the overall bias is. And if we're not right on an entry, we'll try again and continue that until the time is not right to continue holding that trade any longer. Okay, so in this case, we had it looks like a 5 trade basket right here that was able to close out on a nice spike up after the news that took place on the USD. So you can see here that all the trades closed out, nice profit there. So nothing else on that since November 30th. And let's go over the US dollar Japanese yen. So the US dollar Japanese yen looks like we have had 0 trades on this pair since we started in November. And I think the reason why is because I actually forgot to load this pair on the comeback kit. So unfortunately, I only loaded this week, so no trades this week on the US dollar Japanese yen. All right, so the next one that we're looking at is the US dollar CAD. So we had a 3 trade basket here in the beginning of November. This one closed out for a profit. Again, all of these trades are closing out for a realized gain. So nothing is closing out for a loss unless I have slippage at this point. So just 1 single trade here on November 26th, and that was it. So the Aussie USD, so no trades. So we had 1 trade on November 8th, and that was like the first trade. So 1 trade closed out for a profit. a 4-trade basket, and I'm going to talk about this one because I like how this one closed out or started. So looking for continuation, didn't quite get that, continued up. An auto trade went in. All these were auto trades, actually. Everything's an auto trade. So the initial entry was with the candlestick pattern, and a second entry went in based on the support and resistance lines up here, and a third trade went in based on the support and resistance up here as well. So the algorithm's able to find and see daily changed support and resistance to make good human-like decisions, which is pretty awesome. I've been able to program the algorithm to do that, to basically trade like a 10-year trader with experience. Because you can see that these support resistance lines right here, they change on the daily basis, and the algorithm is looking at these to make its decisions based on where it thinks price is going, and where the natural support and resistance points are for that pair. It's really quite awesome and allows the algorithm to have some discretion like a human. So in this case, you can see that there was another signal for candle rejection, and the algorithm was able to take that entry and come back in for a close entry to the second one. So this was based on a grid force based on the support resistance distance, and then we entered a rejection candle right near the third order up here, and a fourth order was placed almost on top of it a couple of candles later, and it was able to find that pullback right after it took place on that rejection. Okay, so we had one single order that was taken on the trend. No drawdown on this one. It was straight profit down, and it was clean and easy. All right, so that's basically it since I began trading, or since my last update for this video series. So a lot of good profit on the account, and you can see since I started the Ranger and the Comeback Kid on this account, since the drawdown took place, it's been really quite smooth, 23% gain. And the Comeback Kid was added to this account on September, it says right here, September 23rd of this year. So we're looking good. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope to see you on the next one.